But there is some significant magic burst, to be fair.
The other thing they could do is run the Lycan mid, which we do see teams do on occasion, because you get quick levels, and then Timbersaw can just crush, or at least do quite well against Tidehunter with a little support help in the safe lane.
Right. The laning is going to be the most interesting aspect of this game here in the early stages, and we'll wait and see how it's going to shape up, though. But remember, guys, these are a 2-game series, so OG, they've lost the one game. It's not like it's a best-of-3 where they can come back and just 2-1 it. They've lost one game already, and that is something that is going to be with them for at least the rest of the group stages.
All right, Maud, do you know what time it is?
It is prediction time.
Prediction time!
Something that we're, more often than not particularly great at least.
Hey.
We get...
I got a couple right.
We're like 50% usually, which is whatever.
Is that really bad? There's 4 options, you know?
Dude, I mean...
In theory, if you just randomly pick one, it's 1 and 4.
Yesterday we had a game finished, and it was like you were 0 and 4, and I just closed that thing immediately. I'm like, all right, no one's looking at that.
You are garbage.
Yeah. Like, all right, no one needs to see that.
Well, welcome to Dota 2. Welcome to the International Game 2 OGD versus LGD. Let's not suck. So number of smoke gank kills by 10 minutes.
3.
LGD will have at least 1 smoke gank with the Batrider, likely around that time. I think 2. I don't think that many.
Okay.
Number of blink daggers purchased by 25.
Right.
Who's gonna get one? Tide will get
probably
one.
Tide. Batrider.
I'd say 2 or 3.
Yeah. Well.
It's right on the boundary, though.
On the boundary.
I'm gonna say
think 3 because if
3.
Jug gets one.
Sven will get one as well.
Sven or Jug. 3 or 4. Players with the highest total physical damage done to the heroes in the game, and highest total physical, probably the Sven. I would imagine.
Either Sven or Lycan.
Yes. I'm going to go
with
Who do you
think's going to win? All right.
I'm going to go with Sven.
The coach is going to win.
I do. And first player to get 50 last hits, I would say No-Tail. Again, probably.
No-Tail is going to be up against the bat with a lot of support. They're actually running Moon mid, by the way, which we'll talk about in just a second.
Oh, boy.
Predictions are closed. I didn't actually even get a prediction in time. It should like beep or something. What the hell?
I got it for you, though. Don't worry. I put it in.
All right.
We
said... All right.
We
So
said
Sven gets it. We'll say we won. But anyway, guys, welcome to game number 2.
It's Miracle mid.
OG... Oh, it's just straight Iron Talon jungle. Okay. I didn't actually look at those items. I was trying to get my prediction in.
It's the aggressive mid Lycan, which I thought it might be the Timbersaw heading towards that mid lane, which could have been a good matchup. But instead, Miracle has to deal with Banana doing it. And he did this last game, too. He just goes up and he hits you with an Ignite and runs at you. And Miracle is like, he's not able to CS because of this.
I always get sad whenever I see an 8 armor ogre backing off from a fight. How are you going to let Miracle push you around like that?
Yeah, that's not...
And he even had HAL damage, mind you.
Yeah. Banana's like, all right, well, I've done my job. Good luck. Now it's just all of a sudden probably going to even up. Like, that didn't really do that much, I don't think. Aggressive is taking a lot of damage mid as well, so...
Yeah, Jug is surprisingly good at trading blows, as he tends to go for this early 4-man shield. He has very good, reliable damage. And he's got actually quite decent armor with the 4-man shield 5 already.
Yeah, Miracle is... He's living in the danger zone right now with the HP and where he's at. He has a salve, but Banana is meanwhile sitting up on the high ground on the hill, just ready to come in if need be with maybe perhaps another Ignite. He's not level 2, not even close, so he could throw that Ignite. Look at the range of that thing, too. He's just going to run at him, and now Miracle's going to make a decision as to what to do. He's going to right-click him. He doesn't have a Fairy Fire. That's dangerous. The salve will come through. Ignite's still down for 3 seconds, and Miracle's trying to bait this out.
Bear in mind, Banana does have Windlace, so he has 10 more MS, which is very... It still takes a little while to get that extra auto attack in, but if you don't get juked with tall order against Miracle, you can get it off eventually, so... Yeah. Really pushing this hero to the absolute limit.
Wolves are up now for aggressive. They're level 1. He's got the HAL. He's going to use it. And it's Xiaowei looking to stack up the jungle. He's got Firefly. Crit will spot this out. Should see the Firefly as well. See if he can contest. There's no stack happening. It's just he wants to get this camp, or at least part of the camp anyway.
Meanwhile, Banana may be looking for ancient stacks, though I think it's a bit early for that to be happening. As Crit tries to steal those creeps, and he does get the Wild Wing Ripper. A big grab for him.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Gets him up to 500 gold. And
just great recognition by Crit. He's level 3 already. He is out-leveling Xiaowei on the Batrider in a tri-lane. That's very impressive.
That's some good pulling, some good lane movement.
Good everything.
Yeah. Not surprising for Crit. Moon top lane, kind of getting go by Navy. He's going to come in. He has the Whirling Death ready, not to mention the Timber Chain. But
they get a good heal bomb here. They can absolutely kill him.
They already poisoned that. They should be able to heal if they want to. Body blocks coming out. He's going to be able to heal up with a Tango, but they won't go any further, and they're pushing into that tier 1 tower top lane. But that's going to be the end of it.
Yeah, Moon's like, this is why I Iron Talent jungle. Why, oh why, did I ever...
This is why I make tweets about Iron Talent jungling.
Yeah.
And of course, Swindles as well, but that's just the thing.
I think Swindles might be taking a little break from Twitter.
You probably are correct in that one.
For his own mental health, anyway, I hope he is.
Ben leading his CS charts now with 20 last hits, 9 denies going his way, and the Astral will come out as Crit is rotated up top, but just be careful. I feel like maybe you can just kill him if he's able to with his Timber Chain and more like that. He's just got 2 points in the reactive armor, which I'm kind of surprised he maybe goes for in this lane. But
this is a very good adjustment by OG. Well, assuming Crit doesn't die. Goes for the stomp, and not gonna have. All right, not a bad.
That's the heal bomb you were talking about. Dear God.
I mean, still overall, I like it with the idea of leaving the Tidehunter. He's got an Iron Talent already. He's somewhat committed to jungling. Let Moon get his levels. Elder Titan's a hero that just needs levels. Doesn't matter if he farms. If he dies here or there, no big deal. But obviously, giving up the first blood is not such a great result for OG. Still, conceptually, they're getting experience out of their off lane. Batrider is just jungling, and no one's in the LGD off lane, so I think that's still fine. They've got 3 heroes farming well. Batrider a bit behind the enemy tide, so first blood, it keeps the game essentially dead even at this point.
Crit again behind that tier 1 tower. Maybe he's coming through. Shadow Wave's not there. He's just trying to leech that experience. Meanwhile, the bottom push has begun as Shadow Wave rotated back in. He needs to be careful though, as the Stormhammer will come, but Raindrop, what an item. The infused Raindrop keeping him.
It's also a level 1 Stormhammer. There's very little kill potential here.
Even with the Purifying Flames, he just uses another Raindrop, and yeah, sure he's used 2, but he's able to just Firefly and get experience and gold.
You know, it's one thing I talked with Gods about when we were seeing heroes get, like we saw Tiny Io versus Invoker, and you know, he made a good point that you really, it's important against Raindrop with the item being as strong as it is, that you just chip away at it. Get rid of the charges, force them to either buy another or not have them available later on. And
yeah.
So in the case of that match, it's like, hey, just use Taunt, throw a creep on the Invoker. Sure, it means he's not worried about dying for, you know, the next 10 seconds or so, but it means he also has less charges. And then either he's out of Raindrops, you kill him, or has the kill potential, or he is forced to buy another. So I do like the overall play by the Oracle there, and even the Stormhammer stance, just trying to work through those charges.
Miracle uses his Blade Fury. Banana is going to come through, although he's not level 3. He doesn't have a point in that Fire Blast, and Miracle is walking up. He's got Omni Slash, he needs to be careful. Bloodlust, there's the Ignite coming out. He's got the Healing Ward. I don't think he survives. Too many right clicks, and they just get the Fire Blast leveled up by Banana. Miracle not seeing that Invisrune picked up the top room spot, unfortunately. It's going to be a LGD kill, now 2-0 going their way.
Ogre is such a fun hero to play.
He's fun.
Just run around clubbing fools, getting kills.
8 armor. 8 armor. Ridiculous. It doesn't matter that he's just he's so strong and I mean, he might be a dummy in the lore of all things, but he's just you run at people and that's good enough, I think. See what they decide to do. Aggressive. No lads yet. He's got something flying out currently on the courier. Oh, okay, it is Vlads. Just kidding. He's got it. And this is Vlads now coming in with the second kill on
just
ECS.
Making sure the viewers are awake. Come on. Yeah. That's what we do here. Sneaking in. Invading the LGD jungle. Now they do have a shapeshift. I think hunting for a support, maybe the Tidehunter. Boy, they would sure love to kill No-Tail, though. They're bringing 4 heroes down. The hit is strong. Even maybe joining this one. No-Tail's like, guys, where are ya? Not a chance, but they're just going to run on the fly.
He's got nothing left except Purifying Flames. Everything's on cooldown. What a stomp from Crit. I think that actually keeps him alive.
Maybe it's not done yet, but he wins the second shock.
This is the chakra. You need to hit that. That's... Wow, I can't believe he actually survived. That was an incredible stomp by Crit. It's 4 heroes down bottom. He's going to go for another one, too. Looks like, and really wants to contest this tower defender. Stomp will actually miss on everybody.
I still love this play from LGD, even if they don't get that kill, as long as they take the tower, because
might be trouble.
Better needs to stop spots, but he's gonna pop that God Strength, he's gonna get to work on maybe. Can he really kill them though? Xiaowei has the last 3 Dragonfly back. No one to save him too easily. Miracle joining the fray.
They really want maybe. They'll turn their attention to Banana and MY. There's the Grave coming out. They've got 1. Stormhammer will come through. We'll hit a only 1, but here's No-Tail. Stomps up onto 2. They want aggressive as well. Everyone is so low. MY heals himself up, and now No-Tail is caught in a bad spot. Poison touch, and he's done.
Slightly outcaught here. What a great Grave, but now a secondary Blade Fury from Miracle. As the overextended the rat! Ravage
Is it gonna do it? There's gonna be the anchor smash. Everyone's so low. The purifying clips will come back in. The stop is gonna be there. They've lost 3. They might lose 4. They need another anchor smash. Purifying clips will get fly a double. The gush showing behind the tower, but they cannot chase him down. What a rotation for Moon. Finally, they're able to find enough there, and they get so much gold LD.
They stuck around forever. That was like a minute-and-a-half fight in the bottom lane. Ouch. That hurts.
That is an impressive rotation for Moon. They gave him enough time. He is level 7 at that point, I believe. And yeah, LGD, they just needed to leave. They thought, okay, we should kill him, but
down. You've used Lasso, Grave is on cooldown, and it's a long cooldown, a minute at level 1. They needed to get out of there. It was a great move by LGD, and the concept is really sound. You're up against the Sven, you want to take that jungle away because Sven is all about the stacks. You kill the stacks off early, or you deny his stacks from happening, you're going to have a farm advantage. You can also look to take the Roshan early, but they just needed to chill. They had forced 5 heroes bottom. Mission accomplished. No tail had died. Just go back, wait for your cooldown, maybe try to take Roshan, and then come back to the bottom lane later. Finish the tower, look for objectives. But give OG credit, a really great stomp there by Crit to save the Oracle, an amazing Ravage by Moon. They hit their spells, they outplayed LGD, but LGD, they could have just backed away.
they could have. Those are still really amazing plays, though, from OG. Like, those are not easy spells to hit in the situations they were given. Miracle, I don't think he died in that fight, but it was the Sven going down, as we've talked about. But they're catching up. He just took his ancient stack. Miracle is invis. Banana, no vision. He's got sentries, but it seems that he knows something's amiss as he's going to back away underneath the tier 1 towers, guys.
Oh, let's see. Aggressive. The Wolves might not save you. Grabs the double damage. Miracle is stalking him.
Bottom lane is going to get caught. Chakram, stop. No, Shadow Wave will get the kill.
Simultaneously hunting aggressive. The +1 is coming. It's in the form of no-tail aggressive. Omni. Stun.
I don't know. They have enough Blade Fury? Yes, it's just barely. He would have gotten away there.
If he had shapeshifted like pre-stun, he would have gotten out, but yeah, I had no way to know.
Very good kill. So Crit goes down. They do pick up the tier 1 tower bottom as well. Aggressive, though, falling is a pretty significant kill. Ravage has cooled it down and is now up and ready to go for this Tidehunter. And they look like they want to get something done mid and top at the same time. He's got God's Strength going for no tail. There's the TPN. They have no stun. He's got no mana for it. Even with the int tread swap, it would still not be enough. And so they have to back away. But mid
down banana.
It's gonna be okay. It looks like here's the TPN.
Lasso's available. Moon gets purged off. He could have used the Ravage. The Kraken Shell would have procced, but then you've wasted Ravage and likely died on the tower. So very nicely done there by the Oracle fly to that Ravage being wasted.
So the last is now down. I don't think they're scared of pushing it anymore. Once you have that ability gone, you're pretty much just set at that point. You know, especially with Ravage up, and you've got all the ability to walk in and just take the tower. And Xiao 8, you know, half the reason I think it's so tough is because he doesn't have a blink dagger. He's going to have it soon, though. It's close. 11 and a half minutes in. 1,800 gold. No deaths just yet. He was the only one to survive that bottom massacre that happened earlier.
A massacre, it truly was. But still, overall, strategically, this game looks really good right now for OG. Yeah. They lead by 1,000 gold. They lead by 3,000 experience. They are running the way stronger, like, late game lineup. I'd say even early to mid game, the stronger team fight lineup if they combo their spells properly.
Yes.
It's LGD who need to be taking objectives and finding pickoffs with lassos. And right now, they're not leading when it comes to towers, and by a significant margin. It's only a 2-to-1 advantage. And they've also taken some chip damage here on the top lane. I think OG, all things considered, are getting more out of the laning states than they should. Also worth mentioning, Ancients are being stacked again.
Yep.
Will LGD be able to contest that?
Well, Banana's going to see it immediately, and he's going to probably ward it. Yeah, I think that's going to be in... And, well, it should be in the spawn boxes. I don't have it turned on for some reason, but I'd imagine that it is at this point.
They changed the hotkey for that.
It's all usually...
It definitely is in the spawn box, but holding not on. I'm not seeing anything here.
Yeah, there's a way to turn it on. I just don't have it. I guess I should have done that before the game started, but no. But No-Tail's gonna come over. They have an observer ward, and No-Tail has no idea that they have vision at this. I mean, he could theoretically guess, but that's really...
The team is somewhat nearby.
They have a Mech and Ravage. If they get there together, and they're able to contest,
But you can see, like, when he's farming Ancients, the whole OG team is in the immediate neighborhood. They might not be on top of the Ancient stack, but they're close enough that even if Notel dies, they will be able to take a fight after that, or at least defend the Ancient stack.
Yeah.
He looks for the third stack. He's going to commit a God Strength for this, and they do get a ward down. They now see,
they see everyone.
All of LGD.
Sentry's there, but
right there in the neighborhood.
The fact, really, even if they kill that ward, it doesn't matter. The fact that they know everyone's there now.
Showy has his playing.
They have the Astral Spirit to throw out every so often to get vision. And Timber Chain going on to Moon. I'm not sure that's the best play.
He has a hood though.
The stomp will come out.
Very
yeah, he is, but now OG will back together. They don't want to get caught out, it looks like, even with Ravage. And they just don't have God Strength, I think, is the biggest thing for them. Just down for 50 seconds. Blink Lasso is a possibility, although Shout will not pull the trigger. They do not have vision, not that much vision anyway underneath that tier 2. Smoke's gonna go. Shout will break it in the tree line. They'll pick him out. They know that he's there. He'll blink away instantly. Moon goes for the neck instead of the blink, so he can't find a blink gush, a blink anchor smash, or even a blink ravage. He'll have to walk up casually to find it. That'll be that.
So with that, a haster now picked up by Shout. LGD will smoke. I think, having seen OG blow smoke, they just go Roche.
Yep.
We see them into the pit. We're going to leave someone in the mid area, Banana, to keep tabs on things. As Notel moves forward, OG have a really strong Roshan fight, but Banana is going to bait Notel the other direction. Moon is going to join him. Ogre drags him away from the Roshan pit. If they get Roche for this, it's all worth it. But Crit also saw that with the Spirit.
Yeah, the Astral was in, and now he's getting chased down. They have the Wolf move there. He might have to use Ravage alone on his own. Next still ready to go. There's the Stormhammer God Strength coming out, maybe in trouble. They have to return to build to get the Grave off, but it's a bit early. We'll see. They take this fight.
Looking for more. The Omni slash forward aggressive. Able to tank through that one, but it got a follow-up Blade Fury. No more chasing, and down goes the Wolf. Looking for more, maybe. Chain up to the high ground, does strike the chakra back, he survives. The boy who lived for now, and then chains to the low ground. Moon, just an unstoppable bulwark in the front lines, taking barrage after barrage of spells and shrugging it off.
I feel like they should have gotten more out of that for OG. It's just maybe playing a very, I want to say, immaculate Timbersaw. He's died only once this game so far, and it was down in that bottom lane, and they just can't find a way to kill him. And this, I've seen this maybe Timbersaw before. I think back in Manila he's played it similarly. Roche was being taken, and they had to put a pin in that and say we'll get back to it later. But now with OG getting maybe a small advantage here, they could try to go for it. But again, Ravage is down, so.
Yeah, OG can definitely look to take Roshan. They have the Echo Saber now picked up on Sven. Notel being limited as far as Ancient stacks goes, but still got enough out of them that he's the leader in net worth. And it's a decent Timbersaw game. I don't think it's an amazing one, though. There's a ton of burst damage on OG, and it comes in relatively large instances rather than a bunch of small ones. So reactive armor, decent against someone like the Juggernaut. Not amazing by any means. He has crit. Sven has God Strength, and as the game goes later, he will become, I think, easier to kill if anything, barring like a well-timed weave from MOI. So I think OG are overall very happy with the state of the game. LGD have not taken a Roshan. They are not controlling the map. The tier 1 mid still stands for the Radiant. It's not really going according to the director's script for me.
There are some good wards for LGD, but they're not deep enough to maybe warrant anything too significant for
Or they're
LGD.
even, like the one mid is almost too deep, because I don't see them going for kills there, to be honest.
It's a dangerous spot. Like you're better off doing what they're doing now, which is heading bottom and looking for Notel, who is very far out with a lack of a TP scroll. I mean, he's also probably going to get a Blink Dex. He's up to 1,700 gold. I would imagine that's what he goes for, the next item.
For Moon?
For Notel, this Sven.
Yeah, either that, or if he's really confident in Moon being able to start fights, he could just go straight into like an Armlet, a BKB.
There's a lot of options.
At some point, you'll definitely want a BKB to deal with the Timbersaw. The big worry for me is just how poor the Lycan is.
Yeah,
Lycan is a hero that normally gets ahead. He doesn't come back especially well.
Not really. No, unless they can find some good team fights, or if he can somehow get enough space to get like 2 towers in a row, I don't see this Lycan being a threat anytime in the near future. And he just got his book 1. Itemization-wise, he is not doing well. So this Timbersaw maybe is going to have to put in some real work here.
That so much of that goes back to not taking Roshan. You take that Roche, that probably means you've also taken the tier 1 mid, which means you have book 2, maybe even book 3 at this point. And there's less farm on OG. but because Crit scouted out the Roshan, because they were able to take that smaller skirmish in the mid lane, OG have taken the wheels off of this LGD freight train, at least for now. We're going to see Miracle grabbing a Yasha, now picking up an Ogre Club. But we see the long-forgotten Sanjin Yasha.
Yeah.
Is that even still in the game?
Is that an item?
Let me double check.
Hold on, I think it might just be gone now. They might have deleted it.
Oh my god, it's still there.
You know, and that's just an item like that often goes through that transformation. Like, you go back to like TI 3, I think, or I don't remember when SNY was not really great.
I mean, let's be honest, it's a completely brainless item, so I'm not overly sad.
I love SNY. LD, don't you talk about it that way.
I love brainless items. I'm a brainless player.
There you go.
But I don't like watching pros build brainless items.
You want to see them maximize.
I want to see the Lotus Orbs. I want to see the Halberds.
Cool plays.
I want cool plays.
Yes, absolutely. With brainless items.
Oh, what a great meme! That meme proc was so sick. 9k MMR, guys.
He definitely knew it was going to happen. That's why they went for the play. Yeah, I mean, that's just... You're right, brainless item indeed, but will he get it is the question. I think it might be flying out on the courier as we speak, and in fact it is the SNY for Miracle, as the Blink Taggers also picked up no tail. Wrapping around mid lane, Shao was looking for a target, but they're just trying to take a tier 1 there, and that ends. So it's just going to be a tier 1 for perhaps tier 1 at this point. I don't think anything else.
Their 5-man is so strong. LGD just can't really take fights. If you go in with a lasso, Hyde's cracking it off. If you don't go up the Tide, he will Ravage and will likely take the fight. And whoever you go on, if it's not the Oracle, he will purge that lasso off most likely.
Right.
So how do you fight a WG when the Ravage is up? I don't think you do. I think you have to split push.
Yeah, I think so.
But it doesn't seem like LGD are really able to take towers at that much quicker of a rate. They have finally grabbed the tier 1 mid, but they lose 2 towers bottom for this.
They need like Necro 3 and bubbles on the Lycan. I mean, he does have Necro 2 and his Necro 3 is almost done, so it's not bad. He's just going to go though.
And moving in, flanking Crit, and he bursts him before he gets off the stomp. Wolves committed, he managed to mono burn him. Excellent micro here, but Crit survives, trying to nuke the creep.
Oh, the Archer! No.
What a bold Archer.
And God, with shapeshift, these things are so fast. The Necro Warrior just die. That is not a brainless item, although it's kind of a brainless item. You just hit it and you run at people.
Even though he doesn't get the kill there, that's really impressive by Aggressive. Micros his hero away while sending the whole army in and gets off the mono burn instantly. Just a very smooth move by the Lycan, but unfortunately, not a Necro 3.
Well,
if that's a Necro 3, he gets the kill.
He has to move his hero. If he gets stomped up, they just rotate another hero and they probably kill him, I think, with like an Omni or a stun with no tail or something. So he does have the Necro 3 coming out like you've talked about, and they're putting themselves in a position to be over towards this Roche Pip and no tail on the rest of OG. They're going for Roshan. There was a successful scan over here towards the entrance to the river. Roughly in this area. That was it.
Fire side Lycan with a Bat Rider Dazzle cannot be giving up Roshan for free. They can't even be giving up for tier 2. They have to play the squad, but OG's 5-man is so damn scary. Can they really take the fight?
This is dangerous. Oh, that's a weave that hits onto everyone. They're going to come in. There's the Timber Chain. He's on the other side of pit. There's the Fortune to get off any sort of negative buff. Or
who does Xiao lasso? Who does he lasso?
Does he lasso anyone? It looks like he's about to get caught. He has to blink away.
Roche is low. Firefly will end, and then you walk into the pit with no weave, no Firefly. They have to get a kill here.
They have Ravage, they have Guardian Green, so No-Tail's trying to take him down. He's kind of all alone right now, but there's going to be the stop coming through.
But they got Miracle. He got caught out of position, charged up the hill, left foot as well. He spins his way back with the haste rune.
He's got following up, he's got 17 Swan charges, Earth Splitter, maybe in trouble. Avoids it, the Chakra will come through, there's the stop. Moon's got Ravage, gets Fire Blasted, and now another Super Chin away from maybe. This fight is all over the place, looking for the last no, they've already used it again on a Miracle, Chakra going through, misses. They still have that Ravage, and he gets it all down.
He's waiting for it. Ever so patient, and when he lets it go, it does connect the 3-4 heroes, but maybe survives. Chaining back, full reactive armor stacks. Can they deal with this Timbermont?
Yes, Miracle getting chased down, he's so low. Chakram does hit him, he's got Blade Fury, and then you have to right click him down to kill him, he'll try to keep you away. Anchor Smash maybe has healed us like 5 times during this fight. Here comes No-Tail, God Strike, see you later. The stop will end up bringing him down, and OG are looking for more blood. They want Banana, but he wants Fly, and he might be able to get it. There's going to be the face eating. So Fortune's dead, and he will be able to help out securing the 4th kill. out of what is another massacre. That's the only way I could describe it. This fight is insane. They're forced to buy back on No Tail, but still coming out on top is going to be OG.
They just can't finish heroes right now. That's really the problem for LGD. Maybe, you mentioned it early, Mott, he was going to be probably the key hero in this game up against 4 melee heroes, 3 strength heroes, but unable to finish off kills. He's gone for Hood, just a more defensive build-up on the Timbersaw, and Lycan, when his ult ends, isn't really a threat to this fight, and it's not always up, but now they find Boone. This is a big one, tied out of position, no Ravage, no problem for LGD. They burst him, and now the Roach likely there for the finish.
Finally, they get something going their way. They do finish up that kill, but they use the lasso, they use the shapeshift. They use just about everything to get that kill. Even I think Book has been used to go to Roche, but LGD now, and you talked about, oh, well, that's us. There's Banana getting caught by Flying Grup, and now it's more like Flying Grup being caught by the rest of LGD and their squad.
Lovin' time.
Here comes
Banana.
Speaking of brainless items, this is a brainless hero. Here's Ogre Magic coming in with that Fire Blast. It's going to work. There's going to be a jump and stun. God's Strength will take down Banana. They even pop the veil off as well. Look at that.
So much for your 8 base armor early in the game, says No Tail. It ain't going to amount to nothing later on. So they find the kill, quickly taking down the Ogre. Fly will eventually fall. But No Tail snipes another support on the backside. Then he moves on to Maybe with Miracle by his side, but they know the chain out will interrupt that Omni Slash, likely cancel it. So he makes it home. They do manage to secure an Aegis on Timber. He's at 10 Bloodstone charges, but look to top, where Aggressive could get caught.
Stomp. Is it in time? Oh, just barely whiffs. Aggressive's able to get out. Just with Brown Boots, he's not the fastest here without Shapeshift, and he's at 2,000 gold, more than likely going for Boots of Travel next. They did take Roshan, they've got Aegis up on Maybe, but what is the next item? Because you talked about him not being able to finish off heroes. What do you get in order to do that? How do you help your team finish off heroes in this situation?
Late game, you can get a Dagon. I mean, he's just got to go the normal Timber build. You're up against heavy physical damage. You're going to need a Shiva's Guard, maybe the Aghanim Scepter, it's more raw HP, more armor, more int to work with. Maybe bottom lane is going to get caught out. I don't know if he expected this many CCs. This is costly if he goes down.
Chain, that was not a good one. They missed the stop though. They get another stun. They just don't have it. The Fortune 10 will keep them in place for a time.
He's got Aegis though. He knows that if they continue chasing and he's spamming those chakrams, it could all run awry. So maybe space created for the team. He drags 3 heroes back. He doesn't die, and now Mott, they're moving in. They invade the OG jungle. No Tail could get caught.
Yeah, this looks like a last two. He just walked back. He's going to blink out. He actually sees in time. The smoke broken. He had the ward placed in a perfect position to make sure he had vision of the Batrider. They still could go for an engagement. MMY has been spotted. They have the ward dropped down, so Hammer will go. He's actually going to be able to just go set for himself. Probably not the best idea. Ravage is ready. Late period, see you later, Mr. MMY, and they're still looking for more.
Miracle on the chase, maybe on the run. Well, they find Banana, they case the Ogre. And Jones goes. Beast that he is.
Poor Ogre, and Miracle will find himself not only a double, but a Battle Fury that is flying out as we speak.
And with a Battle Fury on Juggernaut, Sven just doing the standard Sven build, and an Elder Titan, as well as a Tidehunter backing them up. The late game looks bleak for LGD. Not entirely impossible, but a straight head-on fight late game with these drafts. LGD, I mean, what is their team fight control? They have Fire Blast and Lasso. OG have Stomp, they have Ravage, they even have the Sven Stun, more AoE lockdown, and they have heavier physical burst. So I think given the draft, given the ways the teams have itemized, we are seeing a clear case of the reverse of last game. Last game was LGD with the better scaling cores. I think it's even more lopsided this game, and to me, LGD, they're going to have to start playing the split push game, playing the pickoff game, and basically outmaneuvering OG, because in just a raw, like, head-on fight, you throw 10 heroes in a jar and you shake them up, LGD are going to be the ones that are turned into mush when you dump that jar out.
Unless there's some ridiculous maybe Timbersaw play, and even then I'm not sure it's going to be all that good for them. But I feel like if LGD were to pick a Void instead of let's say a Batrider here, this might be a bit more comfortable for them heading into the late game, because it's just a core that does well with farm. Not to say that Batrider doesn't, but...
Yeah, and he's also someone who counters Kraken Shell. They have no counter for Kraken Shell in this game. There's no Doom, and there's no Void. So, barring those two heroes, really, you are going to have to deal with the Ravaging fights, which means you probably want some BK.
Oh, that is a great scan. That is a top-tier scan right
now. That is actually a money scan. Oh, everyone at OG caught it. Shaway dodging the Stormbolt at point blank range. Will blink away, Mott.
I don't know about maybe his positioning. He's a bit far up, but he knows what he's doing. He's going in. Yeah, he does have ages. For how much longer? At least another minute or 45 seconds. They're going to try to fight this with that age just up and ready to go. The guys will come through. Timber Chain and No Tail. No BKB. Not using it yet. He does have one. He'll pop it now and then blink away.
Recognizing that even though they can purge on platform, he might die to other heroes. Nice purge there. Maybe in front, but that's where he wants to be.
What a stomp. Maybe it's kind of low. Shotguns will come through. Grup will get slowed down guarding greens, and unless they decide to dive the tier 3 tower, LGD are not going to find a kill here. What they will get is a BKB usage, and it is a 10-second one at that.
The quality of play and teamwork in these skirmishes is the highest I've seen in a long time. You can really feel that it is TI6.
Yeah.
Like, no kills in that fight because both teams played super well. LGD obviously unhappy with that, having the Aegis, but a really strong staggered retreat by OG. No Tail held his BKB as long as humanly possible, but had he not popped it, I think he actually dies there. Even though you can purge off Lasso, they still would have been able to run him down. So had to pop the BKB at that point, and does so. At the very least, the Oracle dies if they go on him instead.
So it is a 9-minute Roche respawn timer for those of you counting at home, and well, it's going to be probably the point of contention, and LGD can certainly go for it. We'll wait and see how things shape up. I actually think LGD not that bad of a position, and again, the net worth swings. It's not been more than a 3,000 net worth graph at this point, or net worth advantage for OG. And if we see the game go in one direction later on down the road, it looks like those bumps will look very small in comparison to the giant jump that we'll see from a graph swinging up in someone's favor.
They are the molehills that precede the mountain, Mott.
Exactly.
As these group stages are to the main event, but we're not there yet. LGD trying to take the 2-0 over OG, which puts them in such a good position in the group, should they be able to manage it. A loss here, I think you're still happy if you're LGD. This is a 1-1 against OG. They're already comfortable with this result, but you never know when you're going to get surprised by one of the, quote-unquote, lower-tier teams in the group, or, weaker team. You drop a game to a TNC, maybe they pull out a Huskar pick, a Broodmother, some sort of cheese strat, or you just have an off game. Then not being able to take a series like this 2-0 could come back to haunt you, maybe puts you on the boundary of the lower upper bracket. It's very early, a long way off from that we are, but
right.
Something that LGD has in the back of their heads, undoubtedly.
It's just, LGD, obviously we're thinking they have Banana. This team is not the same. It doesn't have September. They had great performances at Manila and the way they were able to make it through the bracket. But they're feeling confident. It's clear. They're making sure they know exactly what they need to do. And right now, Roche, it's not up yet. It'll be up in another maybe 2 to 3 minutes. But you can see MMY split pushing bottom with the help, of course, of Mr. Lycan. And now they're at the doorstep of the tier 3 tower. They're going to get some nice work done. But here comes No Tail. They get off that Stormhammer. But is there any follow-up? He's got Shapeshift still for another maybe 5 seconds or so. But it looks like he will get away at this point in time. And Moon is not going to try to chase him. TP will come through and Aggressive will survive.
So the game plan pretty clearly revealed for LGD.
Right.
We saw earlier Boots of Travel on Aggressive. This is not the item you see on Lycan when your team wants to 5-man, and which we had seen some Lycan strats allow for, like Beastmaster picked up behind him, maybe a Death Prophet.
Exactly.
And you just 5-man at a tower. This is more of like a split push, rat style Lycan, where you want to spread the map, force out TPs, avoid the OG 5v5 clash, and then play around that with the Batrider Lasso.
I mean, that's how they won the last game. You could argue that the setup actually they got in the last game wasn't significant, but it was. It actually made it a lot easier for them to win when the time came. And it's going to be dangerous. We'll see how OG respond this time. As Aggressive as TPing home. OG now caught with only 4 heroes bid instead of the 5 they would like to have to fight.
There's Miracle. There's nothing to purge this Lasso off. He's pretty far out of position. Chain stun. Multi-cast. Ding ding, but not enough. He will escape for the time being. Good save there in the end, but they're going to look to catch the Oracle instead. Shall we study up for round 2?
No Tail is walking there. This is only a matter of time before they decide to turn this with the Ravage. No Tail with a flank dagger goes right onto Maybe. There's the Godfrey forced up with the high ground. No. Now they can stop off as well. Is it enough? The Omnislash going through. An amazing grave coming out from the side of LGD, but can Maybe get away? The Timber Chain, they just can't finish him off, LD.
Those four-steps, unbelievable, immaculate play, and now Maybe comes back in. There's no Ravage. They don't have the combo. OG has to be careful. The Omni Sledge also committed. This is one angry Timbersaw.
Hotel was up towards the top burn spot for the longest time. Now coming back in. No blink dagger, not using it. Xiao's there, aggressive TPing in. Miracle will find a kill when he goes down. They find Xiao and Earth Splitter on top. They do avoid it though. Everyone walking out. Still Mavy's there trying to go to work. They will finally bring down that aggressive Lycan. Flies in trouble. Fates eating to avoid that match damage. Purifying Flames. No sir, he goes down to Super Champ. Moon might be next to 2 for 2. Can they turn it into more?
They want the watermelon. They chop him up. They spit him out. It's a triple for Maybe. Can he get the ultra? Banana wants to deliver it. The multi-rains in. The Shiva's slow as well. Chakram comes through. And off with your head, Crit. Maybe gets it done and completely decapitates OG. But Mott, the real heroes of that fight, 4 stats.
The Graves, any defensive ability from LGD is doing so much work. There's absolutely no way Maybe should be doing this amount of damage, doing this amount of chaos in a team fight. He is top in net worth. He's 5-2-6. He has 250 last hits. And the most important thing is that he's getting some significant kills. 4 dead, all of them by his hand in that last team fight from OG. And LGD's Maybe. And we talked about how important he has to be during these team fights, how important he has to be going in towards the late game. It's 34 minutes, LD. We're heading to that point, and Maybe is again stepping up, and he might even find an arcane rune for good measure.
That was just incredible team fight execution by LGD, and it had to be. Like, what if that Grave was next stage, they get people, or maybe the Lycan lived, he goes to split push, but it's a totally different fight. And this transitions LGD immediately to the Roach Pit, looking for that next stage.
No Ravage.
There is no Ravage for 15 mod. Can OG really fight in
They
without
need to
it?
stop. They have Natural Order. They have the God Strength back up and ready to go. They have the BKB. Moon walks in. He's taking a lot of damage already. The Earth Splitter coming through. Might do some work. Do they get the Aegis from that? Comes down. They get it from Miracle. Moon might fall here. At least they've got the and is breaking down. Ravage is back up. They catch 3. Xiao in trouble. MMY, can he get the Grave off? He's close by. He's going to use it on himself. And then Xiao to die as he's trying to see away. MMY not successful, and they find themselves 3. My God, LD, back and forth we go.
Mr. Soto ain't going anywhere. Banana tries to run, but the chase is on. The spin comes through. They collect 4 kills of their own. A 4-hero wipeout goes right back the other way, and Miracle 2 games in a row has matched the Aegis, but this time a much bigger grab. Not when the game was already over for OG, but when it looks like they might just be able to seize full momentum and control. Oh man, LGD, they really needed that Aegis. They are so reliant on the Timbersaw having the double life and just being a god in the front lines.
Yeah, and once they get this Abyssal Blade for the Juggernaut, and now they've got it, this is going to get a lot harder. You Abyssal either the Timber to stop him in his tracks, you Abyssal up the Dazzle so he can't get the Grave off. One of those two is fine in that situation, and now Miracle is looking to he's going to try to go in. He's going to go ham.
Maybe, speaking of going in, letting Hotel know that he can engage. There's the Storm Bolt. Just trying to kill the creep, bypass the hero. Loses about half his health for his trouble, and now the chase on the mid. Xiao with the blink, of course. He could have even used the Yule Scepter there, potentially, had Miracle not blinked out in time.
Ooh, that is a Invis rune. Gem not available for Xiao. No gem actually available for LGD. And they might need to be careful. No blink. Oh, he does have blink. Blink Omni Slashes at the ready for Miracle if they want to go for an MMY. Ugh, you're probably dead here.
He can just Abyssal right-click, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's exactly what he can do. This top will help him out as well. Shade Shift coming in. They're going to come through with Maybe. TP's coming out. There's the boss coming in from No Tails, and they find Maybe. They get off the Omni side. Good Yule Scepter to avoid all that damage. They buy back at least on the Dazzle, but it looks like they will get the kill on the Xiao. Maybe's getting caught out. He's in trouble.
Good. Ravage still down for 20 seconds, but No Tail going hard in the paint. Onto Aggressive, but excellent Graves, and he TP his way home. The double shot from deployed, but the OG shrug it off. Continue pursuit. Banana, MMY, and Maybe limping home. There is no split push from the Lycan. He TP'd back to the well. Aggressive only half HP and already rushing out to the lane. He's good. He knows there needs to be pressure here, Mod, or OG with Ravage ready to go may just be coming for the high ground.
They had to buy back in the Dazzle there to use that Grave. It's the best play they had for MMY.
The problem is, there's a Hill Ward. They saw him moving down to the bottom lane.
They have Crit out front. He's got Astro and he's got Stomp. Can he get it off in the right spot? And Jukes might be coming from Aggressive. No, it's Stormhammer instead. Aggressive, we will see you later. That's the Hill Ward paying off. He's got no buyback, LD, dead for 70. And we'll see what you can accomplish with OG coming through.
Big pick there. LGD now starting to lose their grip on this game as it what was once a dead even game, even very slightly LGD favored, turns into a substantial OG advantage. 5k gold, not that significant, but for me the bigger thing is there's just more time that's elapsed in the game mod, and OG, they're the better scaling lineup. They have the better scaling support in the Elder Titan. They have the better physical damage. Timbersaw's reactive armor only really matters in long fights. And Sven, Tidehunter, Elder Titan, Jug, these are heroes that are all about the quick fight. So for LGD, they'll just need to outplay. They're going to have an amazing Grave, great 4-staff saves, good timing on the Ghost Scepters to avoid the Omni Slash and spend damage. OG, much easier to execute for them.
I mean, especially when they get the Sven Fatalist up, then it's not really going to matter. I mean, you're going to jump in, and you're going to get a crit onto one or two of these heroes, and they're just going to die. You won't have time to Grave, and that's really been what's keeping heroes alive in these situations, is MMY will jump in and he just gets the Grave off. It is level 4, it's got plenty of range, he doesn't even need the Aether Lens. So this has just been MMY doing his damnedest to keep this game even. I feel like that's one of the reasons this game has gone on so long. Like, I feel like OG could have won had there not been a hero like a Dazzle, and they would have killed maybe a couple more times. He would be out of Bloodstone charges, he wouldn't be able to push out these waves as easily, he wouldn't have the Aghanim Scepter, but, well, that's a lot of ifs. And there is that Dazzle, so it doesn't end up mattering. But here's OG getting ready to push down mid and trying to find a pick as they'll move together as a team with Ravage back up and ready to go.
It's like they're going to take over the enemy jungle, keep the lane shoved in as much as possible, but Aggressive doing his best demon impression, worming his way through the trees, so pushing. And he's going to feed a lot of gold to No-Tail.
It's just he loses the Necro Archer and Necro Warrior.
That's the thing, right? Like in the Wolves, the Necro Book, amazing through the mid game at this point. A Jug with a Battle Fury, Sven with items in general, they're just going to eat those creeps up.
Yep.
They're not that useful in fights.
Damage.
I mean, Aggressive has to do that, though. He has to split push there. You can't just say, okay, well, we're feeding these items away. We have to at least get something going.
He has to split push, but it's still just kind of... It shows LGD have already missed their timing. Their timing was to take the first road. They didn't do that. Then when they try to take roads later, it gets stolen. They've never had like an Aegis power play with a gold and map control advantage. And with this draft, you're supposed to have that, and you're supposed to have it like by 20 minutes. So I completely agree they're doing the absolute right thing in this scenario, but it already reveals that Fame is just flipping out of their grasp.
That's a moonshot, a miracle, for God's sakes. I don't know what you deal. How do you deal with attack speed like that and the damage that he's got with his crit maxed up too?
You have an Abyssal Blade on your Lycan, which Aggressive does not.
They're going to smoke up, and maybe he's going to find Miracle immediately. Play Fury, he's going to get caught. Lasso, and his team is not there. Miracle's going to get caught out of position again. He's got Omnislash, can he use it? False Promise gets off in time. He's actually not really getting healed. The Ravage will go. They need more actual HP, but they've already taken down one. Can they get two? The Grave's coming out. We'll keep him alive in time. Timberchain is back up, and he blinks to the base. They want to. That's the cost of keeping Maybe alive, and it's about C3.
Meanwhile, Aggressive doing his damnedest to push these lanes out. He's looking for the racks. Is LGD gonna pull this crap off again? Not gonna happen. No-Tail just closes the door, hangs onto the racks, and Miracle surges in mid. It's maybe to hold the line. They have lost their Sven for the push. He is the biggest structural damage dealer, but if Miracle can find the kill, maybe it might not matter. Oh, land into him with the bash, the crit. He gets the kill.
And that's even with 9 Bloodstone charges. It's still a 4-to-1-second respawn time. Yes, he's got 5x, but he's the only one at Aggressive is still split pushing. They're just going to have to let at least the Tier 3 tower go, but the Cliff is there in time. No-Tail is walking back over.
30 seconds to God Strength. I think OG can either go for Megas or potentially just a straight prone. For now, playing it safe, working on melee. This is not going to be fast enough from the Lycan.
I get the gush up for this Xiao to make sure he can't blink it for another second or so. He's got it now. Lasso is up and ready. They'll TP No-Tail back again. No-Tail just got there, but he's just going to finish off the creep wave down bottom, and it's Rax and back coming out from OG. This time not giving away the trade like they did last game.
Oh man, they're gonna slow it down, play it safe.
Oh, they see aggressive.
I honestly think that they could have forced a second lane. They're just so much stronger in fights right now, but not worth the risk against LGD. Up against the Bat Rider with the Force Staff, actually a double Force from one of the supports. Potentially, you lose a hero under their tier 3s, then they can go right back and look for some sort of counter push. So they slow the game down. They take a clean Rax. This time there is no trade, albeit it was close to one. And they will reset.
Close indeed. He did a lot of damage to that melee Rax. It is regenning up though, so that's the good news for OG. He can do it again. He'll actually pick up a BKB, so maybe that'll keep him alive a bit longer, avoid the Ravage, avoid all that damage. But
the problem is, like, these items are just not impressive when you compare them to what OG has. Like,
he's a refresher on Elder Titan. Where did that come from?
Double Earth Splitter.
Wow.
Double Stomp. Yuck. Good luck dealing with crit in the next fight.
No, oh man, yeah. How do you deal with that? I guess it's, like you said, it's not one of those easy abilities to hit the stomp and the Earth Splitter, but you have a setup for it.
The thing is, the max HP as damage is so good against strength tanks. Like maybe on the Timbersaw, aggressive on the Lycan. These heroes rely on having high HP pools naturally to sustain in fights, but the percentage-based damage is just going to crush them.
50% max HP as damage is kind of insane.
Unlikely he gets the double Earth Splitter off on those heroes, but with a double Ravage Mont, which at some point will be happening, actually fairly soon for Moon, already has the Refresher Orb recipe. Maybe they can get that. Yeah. Double Ravage, double Earth Splitter, they don't even need carries. Everyone will be dead.
Oh, I mean, if they get lined up in the right order, if they get caught out. Meanwhile, Xiao is found. No-Tail. There's the lasso. He's got the AG. And then the false promise comes out. I mean, the lasso was actually kind of done there. That was LGD lasso, and they're like, wait, what are we doing? We're actually dead now. You see, Xiao is able to blink out nicely. His Mule Scepter avoided the Stormhammer, but there's another stun in 5 seconds, and No-Tail has a blink in 1.
Still chasing. Flame Break's going to prevent that blink. Xiao 8 has a force. Will use it. They are split pushing, but Miracle says, guys, let's just go mid. TP in. Takes on the banana, walks right into the trap, sprung by the Juggernaut. Miracle will find a kill on the support. Kill off this wave and made transition.
He's just trying to kill buildings, I think, and make this as easy as possible for his team to take tier 4s later on down the road.
Anybody else
here? That's it. Everyone else is just walking. They have no TPs. Finally, maybe gets out. Miracle is blink, and he does get away with the Blade Fury. Xiao 8, Lash is not up for another 22. He's gonna blink,
and right into a gush. Right back the other way.
I'm thinking about Yules, but here's Boom, and he's got Ravage ready, so maybe let's not do that. Well, that was awkward for LGD.
Very good for OG. Ravage online, looking for the jump. No-Tail leaves in, it's on to maybe. What a Ravage stop, and why was it great? That's why he's not going to get it off in time. Double Earth Splitter. Whips there, more for show than anything else, but the stomp is what counts. They will last the crit. It's all consolation though, they have to buy back on the Timbersaw. That's what they get him. He goes for the GP. Yules to interrupt. They're going to slow down the Wolf. He chases forward. So far, OG able to retreat. Only the Elder Titan down. They need to get more on. That was a Timbersaw buyback.
Yeah, they do have to get more. Clyde's able to blink away, but the Timber team's coming through. You can see Navy's on the hunt. You can see Xiao 8 as well with blink back up at 1. Flame Break, it's there in time. They catch No-Tail and try to TP home, but he was not able to do so. Moon with no Ravage, and No-Tail, if they catch him out, might be much better. BKB's more aggressive. They get off the base seat and trying to keep him alive. Meanwhile, Miracle on the backline is going to work on some of these supports. Almost finding the Bat Rider and will get it done. No-Tail still in trouble. BKB up in 3. Blink's not there in time. He's got by that though. Dead for 105 otherwise.
Now Miracle spinning, not using the boost for travel yet. They're trying to continue the fight, but maybe it's too strong. The tide's down. A nice snare there from the Oracle, catching up 4 LGD heroes. But LGD getting 3 kills on the back of that buyback for maybe. I think that's enough that it's decent for that mod, but the concern is, will they take an objective afterwards?
Miracle is just running straight down mid again. He's just going to cut the creep wave and just say, I'm going to push into your base. And he's just doing his best as possible to make this harder on LGD. There is the Bastion now.
He might find the courier as well. No, he's already blinked on his tier 4 towers.
Backdoor protection. He can't do the damage I don't think to bring this down. You can see it. He doesn't do enough damage at this point to overcome the backdoor protection.
LGD, they ignore that little gnat hitting their building. They will go instead for the Roche. At long last, clean Roshan for LGD. Feels like they've been on the radio side this game. Despite the legend, despite the dire side alignment, they just haven't been able to cleanly take Roshan, but for once they will. The question becomes, is it too late?
It might be. It's a 15,000 network advantage. Maybe he bought back, but maybe now has the Aegis. And it's tough to kill him once, let alone twice.
4,300 gold.
We might see OG wait for another 5 minutes here, I think, and then we'll go from that point. Although I don't know about Miracle, he's doing so many crazy things. He's walking under observer wards, shall we?
Miracle goes for the Omni, gets the fast up. I think that actually might have been the invincible one. The problem is the turn.
Classic comes through, Yule Scepter, shall we? Playthrough almost killed him, but no, Miracle is actually going to beat himself away.
That's a godlike streak.
He has no buyback.
He has no buyback. From 4,000 gold to 6,000 to LGD realized that was so aggressive by Miracle that your natural assumption is this guy's an incredible player. He surely must have buyback.
He has to have buyback.
Except he doesn't.
I mean, for LGD, I don't think you have any other option other than pushing, though. You have to, like, try.
What did Xiaowei drink before this?
You're not gonna, I don't know. But
he is outplaying everyone on OG pretty much the entire series. That chase earlier, it's like midway through game 1, just something flipped, and he's like, you know what? I'm just better than you guys. Even if they lose the game, like
I am a TI
winner. Everyone this game.
I am a TI winner. I have led my team to victory numerous times, and
literally had like 10 HP there. Still manages to walk away unscathed. They are gonna push.
It's taking too long.
Oh, OG. If they somehow end up losing this game and that death comes back to haunt them.
38 seconds left on the respawn. Buyback is 190 gold. Maybe he's gonna get stunned up again with the Aegis no tail. Needs to be careful. Double chakram. Significant damage. If he does have buyback, Pagetic will go. Ooh, no double ravage yet. There's the God Streak aggressive. Will back away after the shape just comes in. Maybe coming through no tail. In trouble. There's the false promise. Going to work on aggressive blasting coming through. They find Fly though on the backside. No tips aggressive. He actually gets the grave. They'll lose Banana. MMY keeping his team alive, and Sven will go down.
Force Mod, no jump. Sven down for 90. Has the buyback. But one of the guns, and they might lose foot as well. If they can chase down the side, he's in a lot of trouble. He will fall. The Earth Splitter number 2.
Oh my god, look at that damage. It's insane. They're not done yet. They want Xiao. It stops the Blink from getting away, but the force across the ravine. Miracle chasing. He's got Blink at 1. And he actually gets it off. Omni Slash is there. He can use it. Firefly, and boom. See you later, Xiao.
Finest work.
Miracle responds just in time as the double Earth Splitter came through.
Crit to the rescue.
Wow.
Woo! Still, the gold is not pretty for OG.
Wow.
They had a 18,000, 20,000 gold lead nearly, and now probably close to 5k. So can Mr. 9k get something done here? He moves towards the racks. There is a Hexomon. He can get burst down. Does he realize this Hexomon gets the blade tree off? He'll go for the TP.
Smart play.
I think if maybe gets one round of Chakra, brings them back, and then hexes, he can kill. But by that point, Miracle will Blade Fury TP out.
Does he have buyback now? Miracle? Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank God. That was, we saw a similar play yesterday from Abed, and I just would hate to see the OG lose in that type of fashion. But it was getting close. Is the Aegis gone? Nope, still there.
They didn't get racks though. Again, so close on the melee, but didn't finish the racks. Last game when they traded, it was just a straight trade the first time that OG went for the push. This time, 2 attempts, 0 racks by LGD. Ball is still in the OG court, and I think the big worry now, Mott, double Ravage.
Double Ravage indeed, although not for 30 seconds, but it's still close. Double Earth Splitter is up in 86. That's the unfortunate thing, is that the refresh or refresh time, or I guess cooldown, is 195 seconds. Very, very long cooldown for that.
If you're OG, you're ideally looking to wait for at least the double Ravage. The double Earth Splitter is a little gimmicky, more gimmicky. I don't think it's as essential. It can be game changing, but double ravage is what you desperately need to make sure.
He's got it down in 3 seconds. So yeah, they have plenty to win this next fight with Miracle and how farmed he is with the AC and the Moonshard and all of that.
Miracle's Juggernaut and this OG squad are going for the LGD Jugular as they move in through the secret shop.
Oh, if they had vision, maybe. If they had a ward on the high ground there.
Keeping eyes on buyback now as Timbersaw doesn't have it for 10 seconds. We'll have plenty of gold. Has one more inventory slot.
So, OG.
I feel like it's a big on 5 game. Like, there's been so many low HP heroes. If you could just zap the Tidehunter when Moon's sitting around at 500 health, just instantly get that kill. I think these fights are a lot different. It's also great against False Promise because generally, as Oracle, you want to wait until a hero's in danger, which means they're relatively low. So, not sure what maybe we'll go for. I'm liking Dig on 5. BKB isn't really that great against Abyssal, against Omni Slash, against Right Click. Not sure what else he would get.
Yeah, he's got a lot of options. He is, of course, saving it for buyback right now with 3,609 in surplus. And they'll move over to the top side of the map for LGD and look to push this in and try to find something, at least to TP back. Smoke Deceit was not successful for OG other than getting hordes down. They're pushing bottom currently. Roche is up in a long time. I mean, they just lost Aegis, so it is a ways away, but LGD will push into the high ground here.
Have they actually seen the refresher orb?
I don't think so. No tail, lassoed up, they caught him out. He's got buyback, I believe.
He's got a BKB as well, and he will use it now, trying to back away. Moon clicked in, now they should have been able to click on him. They should have seen that refresher if they didn't already. The no-tail BKB on cooldown, granted, it's only 5 seconds at this point, not really the biggest deal. That will give LGD a little more confidence in map control, so they will be able to push out the mid lane, push out bottom. Lane should be on the OG side, and as I say that, Roshan, perhaps only 2 minutes off.
Yeah, it could be one of those instant rushes, and that would be... I don't know who actually is favored in that position. Wow, Sven has a refresher too. For double God Strength, it must be double BKB also is probably the most important thing, I think, in this situation.
Yeah, Sven, refresher is actually really good on Sven. It's kind of like Slark refresher, where what are you refreshing? It's not like a big team fight ultimate, but God Strength and Slark's Shadow Dance are hugely essential for the success of their respective heroes in team fights. So I like it a lot. Eventually, if he gets, he can eat the Moon Shards and get an Abyssal Blade just for additional lockdown, and being able to refresh that in team fight is also very crucial. Yeah. So this is where OG, I still think, have the better scaling cores. It's still up to LGD to outplay them, outmaneuver them. Barring that, still is OG's game, but they haven't won it yet.
Now, LGD are making this a ridiculous series. I mean, it's something else.
Imagine if their lineup went according to plan. Like, imagine if they took the first Roshan comfortably, if they had map control the whole game, if they were out pushing OG. Feels like the game would have just been theirs for the taking, but
absolutely.
OG just had such a strong start. Never really gave LGD any breathing room, but a push draft has yet to take a lane of rack.
I mean, theoretically, at 55 minutes into this game, we've hit that point. We've hit late game. We've talked about the cores that OG have, and they have all the advantages. They have everything going their way. They have triple refresher orb in this game. The itemization is insane. And the one thing keeping this game somewhat even has been pushing and Navy's Timbersaw, among other things. Not to mention Xiaohui's insane play on the Batrider, but with that, we are going to see a 1-minute Roshan respawn now. So it is it's going to be that 9-minute Rosh respawn as we saw before, and we'll see how it turns out this time around.
We're almost at that point where Aegis kind of falls off for carries, because if you have the Aegis, that means you're not really 6-slotted.
Yeah, you're missing an item.
Especially for heroes that can't carry moon shards, it can hurt them. But
oh my, that was in his rune. There is a gem on
banana.
I think they're a little too late. Navy's going to get caught. Here we go. No tail. Pops CKB. Refresher. He goes for another Stormhammer. Ravage comes out. Showing us left though. And the fly. Graves not there in time. Showing that Navy's about to go down. Up into blade. It might come all unraveling right now, LG.
Maybe down, and it's all up to Aggressive, but there's no way he can fight this whole squad. Flame stun, a swipe, and down he goes. Everybody on LGD needs to buy back right now. They will not defend without at least 4, ideally 5 heroes. Dazzle will not have the buyback. 30 seconds with at least a 5v4 power play.
No Graves.
Granted, no Ravages, but they forced out the important ones, Mott, as we will see a total of 2 buybacks here. The Batrider and the Lycan. Those are heroes that need to be continuing to acquire new items.
I like this play from OG. They're baiting. They said, okay, we're going to go to Roche. LGD, that's probably what they're thinking. But no, Miracle just waits and he goes right on to Xiao 8, die back instantly. And now it's pretty much up to Maybe and Aggressive at this point. And we'll see if OG can finish this game off in the next 70 seconds.
No tell, with a very fortuitous invis room. And LGD did not have the gem pair in position to scout him out. Had they seen him first, if Ogre was a little bit further forward, they probably killed No Tell before Tide gets in range, before Elder Titan gets there. Totally different fight, but instead, No Tell scouts it out. Moon gets the 4-hero quad Ravage, just crushing them, gets it off twice. And that's pretty much the fight. So OG now in commanding lead, back up, spiking towards the 20,000 gold lead. Is your Dagon 5, but it feels like it may well be too little, too late.
Zap will do some nice damage. It's been going already on the Miracle. You can see it Hex up as well. False Problems coming through again. He just says that 8.
There's no Ravages. They can force the fight here a bit.
Aggressive caught out. Now moves down there. Defensive blade. Earthquake coming through. They have the second one. No, not yet. Raven's up and Aggressive will stay alive. BKB is will be down.
Keep an eye on Maybe with the Dagon 5. Anytime a hero gets low, he can finish them off. He's going to zap them again. Genius is available. He does get He got matched up. The Omni Spike. The Grave again there in time for him wide, but now the stop comes out. Can he get away? The blink forward. He's so low, and they will take him down. No buyback. Diving towards the well. Moon gets dragged, but it's not all the way. Xiao 8 sitting quite at the range of that. And LGD unable to take the 2-0. A back-and-back brawl of the series. OG will clinch game 2. 1-1 the score. This was a very tight series.
That was like a almost 2-hour series that was tense all the way through. Every single part of that series was high quality Dota with very few mistakes. And where there were